Hey guys, what's up? Ryan Potter here, aka Realtor Potter, and it is Motivational Monday, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that somebody asked me the other day. And the question was, are you living the dream? And I had to think about that for a second, and then I realized, yes, I am living the dream. I'm living the dream of what I love to do, and I'm living my life the way I want to live it. And I want to break that down for you guys, and I want to challenge you guys if you're not doing the same, because this is what's got me to this place and doing what I do and doing everything that I love to do. I love being around people. I love educating people. I love continuing to train and educate myself and learn from others. And then I love becoming equipped with the skills and the knowledge and the wisdom that I need in order to be that expert here in Omaha, Nebraska for everyone interested in buying, selling, or building a home. So I'm constantly on the grind, constantly on the move, in so many different ways. And a lot of those ways are growing as far as my knowledge in new construction. A lot of those things are growing in investment because I'm really interested in how I can help people not only get into the real estate realm, but also educate them on why it is important and why it's wise to invest in real estate and kind of the pros and cons with that. There's so many different things there, and that's not what I want to go through today. What I want to do is I want to challenge you and motivate you. And so I want to ask you the question, if you are going after your dream or if you're not going after your dream, here are some of the things to start thinking about and what I kind of started thinking about, and hopefully to challenge you. And number one, love what you do. If you don't love what you do, you're not going to be enjoying what you're doing and what you wake up to do and get to go to every day with your work, right? All of us have had those jobs where you dread waking up and you dread going to work. And sometimes you're in a season where the Lord has placed you there and you're going through that season in order to learn something and to grow from it and then eventually get to that dream. So I'm not knocking that. You might be at that place right now. But in order to get to your dream and in order to get to that place, is you got to love what you do. And what I mean by that is that means doing the simple things. So when you get to work, is it serving someone? Is it educating yourself on how to grow and how to become more successful in that specific field? Whatever it is, you've got to learn to love to do that. And as you continue to love to learn to do that, it does become a passion of yours, because then you start becoming more confident, you start becoming more successful, and other people start watching you and seeing that there's something you're doing that's different. So number one, love what you do. If you don't love what you're doing, you need to get out of it, because you're going to wear yourself thin and eventually you're going to burn out. So if you're in that situation, maybe it's a season, get through that season, but at least come up with a plan of how you're going to get to doing what you love to do. The second thing that I always tell people, and listen, 99% of you are going to hear this and you're not going to apply it, and that's totally fine. I realize that I'm one of those 1%ers, especially in my line of work, and that is work harder than anyone else and be willing to put in the work. I can tell you right now, my life is crazy. I've got 2 kids. I've got a wife. She works a full-time job. I work a full-time job. We've got another baby coming on the way. We just moved out of one of our other houses. In fact, we flipped 2 houses in the last 3 years, and now we're in the process of building. So I could be making a lot of excuses of why my business isn't growing or doing these things and blah, 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 but I'm not. I'm willing to put in the work. So if that means that I'm staying up till midnight to work on something, if that means writing up contracts early in the morning or whatever it is, I'm willing to put in the work because I want to put in the time and I want to get to my dream and where I'm going. So the question is, are you willing to put in the work, and then are you willing to work harder than anyone else? Because here's the deal and here's the reality. No matter what position you're in, somebody is gunning for your spot. You know, somebody is always going to be gunning for your spot. And so what you have to do is you have to be willing to work harder and put in the extra time that nobody else is willing to do. So is that you? That's my question. In order to get to your dream, that's going to have to be you. The third thing, and I hear this a lot when I talk with other people, and this is what I believe has gotten me to the place of where I'm at now, especially in this past year, and I've seen my business explode. It's because I've surrounded myself with positive people. I've surrounded myself with a coach. So I went out and I got a coach and I pay him monthly. And that's not just to hold me accountable, but it's to challenge me, to inspire me, to encourage me, to give me new ideas, to maybe push me outside of my comfort zone and to get me in a place that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. But in the long run and in the long term, it continues to grow my business. So my question for you there is, how many people have you surrounded yourself with that are positive? If you're surrounding yourself with negative people and you're sharing your dreams with them and your passions and your goals, and they're like, oh, well, that's never going to happen. Oh, you won't have enough money for that. Oh, and they're constantly shooting you down, get yourself some new people to hang around, because I guarantee you, as you continue to surround yourself with like-minded people and people that are willing to encourage you and care about you as a person and care about you achieving your dream and your goal, they're going to help you get there. And I'm telling you, when you have hard days and when you have hard times, those are people you can text, you can call, and they're going to encourage you and continue to keep you on track in order to reach your dream. The last thing here is accept failure and be willing to take risks. That is the one thing that I wish I would have done earlier on in my business, that I'm just learning now, is that there's new things constantly coming about. And so a lot of times there's that fear of like, well, I don't want to fail, or I don't want people to see me, or I don't want any of these other things, because I'm afraid of blah, blah, blah. You fill in the blank, right? For me, there was a constant fear of what other people were going to think of me, or what other people were going to think if I fail, or if, I fail my wife, or I fail my family, or whatever the case is. What if I take a jump and that doesn't work for my business? So what? At least you took a risk, right? You're one of the small percentages of people willing to take the risk. So my question is, are you a person willing to take the risk? Because if you're chasing your dream, which a lot of people will sit here and they'll say, this is my dream, but they never chase it because they're not willing to take risks and they're not willing to accept failure. I'm telling you one thing, failure is key to becoming successful. Why? Because you learn from them and you grow from those failures, and then they become your strengths. So that's my challenge for you guys. It's Motivational Monday. I hope those things encourage you. Again, here are your 4 things. If you are going to chase your dream and you want to get there, love what you do. Do the simple things right now, and then when you get there, love your job and you'll love everything you do. I wake up every single day to go to my job, and I love it because every day is different. Every client's different. Every situation's different. And again, I'm continuing to grow in the industry and learning more and more each and every day, which makes it fun. 2, work harder than anyone else and be willing to put in the time and put in the work. If you're not willing to do that, don't even attempt to go chase your dreams, because that's not going to set you apart from anyone else. You've got to separate yourself from the competition. 3, surround yourself with positive people. Again, surround yourself with those people that are going to uplift you, inspire you, challenge you, push you out of your comfort zone, and get you to that next level. There's some people that just stay consistent all the way through their life because they stay comfortable. Don't be comfortable. Get outside and chase that dream. And then 4, accept failure and be willing to take risks. If you're not willing to accept failure and you're not willing to take risks, then you're probably not going to get anywhere. So again, Motivational Monday. Love you guys. Hope that challenges you a little bit. You know who I am, Ryan Potter. I work for Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. And if you have any questions regarding buying or selling a home or building a home, I'm your man. I'm the real estate expert here in Omaha, Nebraska. Thanks a lot, guys. Love it. I can't wait to hear your comments and hear what you guys have to say moving forward. Stay tuned for the next videos coming up throughout the week. Love you guys.